Hey folks, welcome back to The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth with MusicalConman. Had a couple pretty good Eden runs on the streak lately. I think I'm gonna go for broke and try out the Lost, see what happens. I am perfectly fine with ending this 5 streak here and starting over. And let's give the seed real quick. MR9P NRYK. And kill some dips and see how this goes. So, first priority on any Lost run is just to survive the first 2 floors, because with Holy Mantle, the Lost has a lot of advantages going for him, namely free deals with the devil. But you have to survive that far, and burning basement on the first floor is pretty risky because we could fight Ragman, which is really difficult with no DPS upgrades, but these 3 bombs, these 3 bombs could help us kill Ragman, and that's enough use to get out of them. Sure, with Spectral Cheers, I'll try and get all of these. I will absolutely happily take Lemon Mishap. Okay, with 4 bombs, I will spend 1 to check for Small Rock or a key. Unfortunately, just useless double Spirit Hearts. Nobody likes Spirit Hearts, but I'll take 1 for the, 5 points it gives. Lemon Mishap can be useful early on, like that, and more importantly, it keeps me from accidentally hitting the spacebar and getting rid of Holy Mantle, which would pretty much be a death knell for this run, because I consider myself a pretty decent player of Isaac, but not that good where I can expect to just win a run as old school Lost without some really good items. Good luck. Alright, 5 bombs and Lemon Mishap. I'm ready. Bring it, Ragman. Famine. I can handle Famine. I'm still going to use a bomb. Not to any purpose, just to see it go boom. Okay. And this is not even champion Famine. Honestly, Cube of Meat could be really useful. I mean, with Holy Mantle, Cube of Meat is actually a really powerful tool to clear out rooms on the first couple floors, because I can just run into enemies with Cube of Meat, and then if Holy Mantle pops, just back off, stand over a rock, and shoot. This could be a bit of a dangerous strategy, but it could also be pretty fruitful as far as getting through quickly. Might even use it against some bosses, but it's tough to think of a boss that's dangerous enough to want to kill quickly with Cube of Meat, but at the same safe enough that I can risk accidentally popping Holy Mantle. Still, Cube of Meat is good to have. Cube of Meat and Lemon Mishap, happy to have both these items. Definitely not... It's not double HP, and that's good enough. Alright, we're on Cellar, so we could fight the Haunt. I'm ready. Get in here, do nothing, but tried. And let's get some Cube of Meat action going on. That was great. Blister, pretty not good. Alges is great. Honestly, the biggest danger of Alges is me forgetting to use it. I will absolutely take Petrified Poop over Blister. Wasn't even ready to open that. Book of Sin could be better than Lemon Party, at least later on. I know it has a good chance of giving me Spirit Hearts I can't use, but it can also give me money, keys, bombs, and cards. And honestly, as soon as I get a damage upgrade or 2, Lemon Mishap is going to be pretty obsolete. I wouldn't normally have shot all these poops, but with Petrified Poop, increasing our chances to find something from the poops, I'd say we've gotten a pretty good haul out of these. I do wish it was a little easier to see with Curse of Darkness, but that's just how life goes. Use this battery charge, use this battery charge. Blackheart can't use. I know that could have been Explosive Diarrhea or Paralysis, but I wasn't too worried about it being Paralysis because I was over the rocks where enemies could not reach me when I used it, so there was some forethought put into it. Alright, nothing to complain about so far. As a matter of fact, a lot to be happy about. On the 2nd floor, nothing game-breakingly strong yet. No Tammy's Head Brimstone like last time. That was a rush. But lots of money, lots of bombs, lots of keys. Gonna go to the shop, maybe get a champion belt, or any number of things could be really good. That's not really good. I'm not gonna pop Alges, because I believe. in my ability to dodge dips and stuff. It's honestly, with the glare, I may pause the game a moment and just turn off the light in this room because the glare is making it hard to see with Curse of Darkness. And hopefully just that helps me dodge more effectively. I was also hoping that going away for a second and coming back would not cause me to instantly run into an enemy and die, so that's another thing going in favor of this run. Honestly, made it through a first floor burning basement with the loss. Happy times. Okay. This guy is annoying, but he's alone, and so we can use that with impunity. 2 of clubs is good. 2 of hearts, still not good. I would rather take Alges with me than 2 of clubs. If pin, I am fine against pin. Did not time the bomb properly, but not a big deal because we can just do that. Hey, Pageant Boy is pretty good if you get a dime or a luck up out of it. Guppy's Paw could be useful if we get broken remote, but that's pretty much the only instance where it would be good. But I'm very happy to have Deal with the Devil Precedent and a Guppy item already. Obviously, Guppy is very strong. Got it, I think, 2 runs out of these 6 I've uploaded so far. I would be happy to have it a 3rd time. It's rare enough that it's still fun, and unlike Mom's Knife or Brimstone, it doesn't take away whatever tiers you're rolling with, it just adds 1,000 damage on top of it. Clear out this big room. As you can see, like, I'm taking some hits here and there. I would still rather have Alges than Emperor. Taking some hits here and there, but not really a big deal because just got enough HP not to worry about it. I'm not gonna buy a key. Piggy bank, fun for min-maxing under normal circumstances. Can't use it with the Lost unless I respawn as someone, and I would rather have 15 cents now than 3 cents and a chance to have something marginally useful much later in the run. Besides, unlike a normal run where I'm pretty much always happy to turn into Dark Judas, on a Lost run, I really like to finish it as the Lost if possible. So I came in here hoping that the bed would be clean, which means we could place a bomb right here to get us either a crawl space that maybe had a black market. Could do that, doing well on that chest, doing well on consumables, so not going to. Too much risk for the reward. But since the bed is dirty, that means that all we're going to find under there is just a ticket to the next floor. There is a tinted rock, and I'm going to try and get it while damaging Lust. Didn't quite work, but with all these rocks to dodge around, I will use Cube of Meat to do my damage. Flatworm could be good, could be more useful later, but on the Caves 1, there's still 2 more floors where we could use Poop, and I'm aware it's not that good, but neither is Flatworm, and this could at least give us some good benefit. Alright, that's what I was hoping, using Cube of Meat on that enemy, is that Cube of Meat would block all the shots as they were created. Alright, take out the bonies. I would really like if the one I'm standing next to with Cube of Meat would be the one that popped up, but hey. Nothing to complain about yet. If I find something to complain about in this run, oh great. Managed to get both those guys with Cube of Meat. If I find something to complain about this run, I certainly will, but he can't really give us anything that we want except a higher deal with the devil chance, so that's exactly what we'll take, and the consumables are really strong on this run. 30 cents, can't wait, 6 bombs, 6 keys. Gonna pop as many of these guys with Cube of Meat as I can. If any of them damage me, I'm just gonna shoot from over rocks. Because I want to get through these early floors faster, and I lied when I said I would hide over rocks because I wanted him dead. Nope. Mom's Perfume, Fear Shot. I don't really love the fear effect, but if I recall correctly, Mom's Perfume gives -1 tier delay. That's not showing up in our tier stat, but You know, I'll have to Google that later, because I think I mentioned that in an earlier recording, and I'd like to know for sure. Now that I've mentioned it twice. That could be really useful later. Alright, took damage. Now just gonna play this room pretty safe. Hang out over here where, to the best of my knowledge, nothing in this room is able to hurt us. Hey, extra key. Never say no to that. With 7 keys, a really nice item to get would be Guppy's tail from our next deal with the devil for a lot of reasons. As long as this guy doesn't jump over right next to us as we kill him and explode in our face, we're fine, and we are fine. These golden hoops, the hitbox is really weird. They're a lot harder to hit than normal hoops. A lot of times you can put a bomb right next to it and it won't work. Hopefully that's something that will be fixed eventually, but hey, I'm willing to take the couple extra seconds to get so much money. I don't think petrified poop has any effect on these golden poops, but it's nice to have. Okay, I wish we'd pop them in a reverse order. I will say counterfeit penny is probably of more use to us on the coming floors. Counterfeit penny is more use on the depths than petrified poop, because there won't be much poop anymore, but money could still be useful at that point. I would actually love to fear this enemy. Not exactly what happened, but still, just making fine progress. If Mom's Perfume is a tier delay upgrade, it is our first DPS upgrade, and Cube of Meat can certainly help us kill enemies faster. Golden Bombs will be great infinite bomb usage on this floor. It will certainly help us kill the boss. Caves 1 should give us a boss item. Okay. Not the one I most would have liked to have, but still perfectly fine. Blackheart. Blowing up that shopkeeper for an increased deal with the double chance. I'd say item room shop. There's a mob trap room that I don't want. Barring some library that could exist. That's right, I have infinite bombs. Let's use them. I'd say pretty much done with this floor. Oh, that bomb didn't like being placed over the void. So I really should be making an effort to blow up every mushroom. Liberty Cap. Liberty Cap gives us a random mushroom effect on most rooms, which could be something like Magic Mush or one of the odd mushrooms, or for some reason the compass. Yeah, I'd say it looks like it's Skinny Odd Mushroom right now. Great DPS upgrade, so I'll totally take that. Counterfeit pin is fun, but we got a lot of money, and with infinite bombs, I think it'd be remiss not to at least check for secret rooms all around the place. Won't be one there. Could be one in this area, if I place that properly. And there is a second secret room with some pills. Paralysis, paralysis. Tears up, telepills. Not useful now, but could be good to know. Not just to teleport out of boss rush, but also anytime we get hit, we could pop a telepills. We don't have one now to take with us, and besides, we'd rather have alges. Alright, I'm not going to wander around the rest of the floor looking for the other secret room. I'm aware that I could, but just supposing that this Lost Run suddenly got strong enough to do boss rush, there's something special about doing boss rush with the Lost. So, I want to try and... I'm aware I'm pretty behind schedule for that, but I'd like to maintain it as a possibility. This will give us the pony, which would be a speed upgrade, but nothing else really. Shame that after blowing up a beggar... Let's see how much of a speed upgrade it is. Not much, but Book of Sin wasn't doing anything for us either. I'm aware it could give us a card, but this could also get us out of a tight spot with the dash. The Mind is awesome. And now if I wanted to get to boss rush, this gives me the tools to do so. 1 golden chest for the risk of doing a boss trap room. Not really worth it. Don't have infinite bombs anymore, but still a lot. So I'm gonna try and kill him. Shame that... Ah, there we go. I was about to say, shame that Mom's Perfume isn't working on these enemies where I really would like them to be feared. And honestly, spending these 3 bombs for just the 4 cents I got in that golden chest, really not going to be a good trade unless something amazing drops afterwards, like a golden chest with Steven or Cricket's head inside. Or pretty much any golden chest item would be good right now. Almost got lazy and let myself get hit there. Glad that didn't happen, would have been a little embarrassing. Might have had to pop the Algiz rune, and I will use the pony to finish that off. What is this going to be? Teratoma? No, Peep. That's a shame. I'm very tempted to just pop Algiz and use Cube of Meat to finish the job. But what if I just use Cube of Meat anyway? A little risky, but getting some good work done. Ooh, little lag or something there. Didn't like it. But I don't think we've been hit, because we still have the glowing aura around us, and yeah, that was not worth it. That took a lot of time and didn't really give much in return. 1 bomb is a lot less than we spent. I'm interested in that library off to the north, though. I am in no way married to keeping the pony forever. It's just a speed upgrade and a mediocre active effect just to give us some marginal improvement, but I would trade it in for almost any book. Book of Revelations, obviously not the most helpful right now. It could give us Meat Boy, but I have carried Book of Revelations throughout the entire run a lot of times and never legitimately gotten Meat Boy that way. Conquest has ruined my heart several times in a row. Once it was even Mr. Fred, and I just thought that was too unfair. I have, of course, gotten Meat Boy, because now in Afterbirth, Lilith makes that pretty easy to do, because you just have to get 1 and a bunch of batteries. Alright, Telepathy for Dummies, Book of Secrets. Book of Secrets is useless with the mind. Book of Belial isn't great. Necronomicon isn't great. Honestly, I'd say Book of Belial is probably the best one here, because none of the active effects are amazing, but Book of Belial does give us that increased deal with the devil chance. And I've taken a lot of time here, so I'd really like to get moving. Health up. Not useful, but I guess it gives us a slightly more orange tint, so if you like the cosmetic upgrade, that's something for you. Alright, Shop. What you got for me, Shop? And honestly, I should probably just use Book of Belial on any room that I think is gonna take a couple hits, because like this one. Because Book of Belial is useful on the boss, but it's got a low charge time, and it's certainly not too good to use. It's not Book of Shadows, where we might really want to have it whenever. Okay. As soon as I got hit, I knew I did not want to take any more risks there. Greed Fight isn't what I was really hoping for here with the amount of money I've got, but still happy to blow up a shopkeeper. Between that, Book of Belial, and the fact that did not get a deal with the devil on the last floor, should be pretty high odds of getting one here. Don't get hit, make it to the wall, safe. Same thing over here, no problem. Alright, Sun. Not that useful, let's just clear a room with it. Happy with that. I will check the second secret room. And as long as both those rooms have combat, I should still have Book of Belial for the boss. If I clear this room and those two. If one of them doesn't have a combat, oh well, Book of Belial isn't super useful, but hey, problem solved. Battery charge. And no reason not to here. Wish I could actually make some use out of these golden hearts. I'm pretty sure I've had them on the Lost before, and they pop up when you die, so I feel like the Lost has like a secret heart container that you just can't see on screen, that just always only has a half heart and can never go fuller than that or something like that, because the fact that you can take 1 golden heart but not 2 suggests to me that you do have something that you can turn golden. It will never have an effect in your run unless you have 9 lives. I guess we have Fat Odd Mushroom on this room. I don't think it's Magic Mush. I think it's just our head that's bigger, not our whole body. It seems a little disproportionate. I'm aware it didn't pop Holy Mantle there, but still gonna reset it before popping that, because that would be one of the sillier ways I could die. Gertie is fine. Honestly, I just have to resist my temptation to immediately get up there with Cube of Meat, because Gertie has enough HP where I don't want to do that until there's not much left in the fight. But you know what? Book of Belial is really making this not a bad Gertie fight. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to do. Because now I've got to... I shouldn't have any risk of being hit here as long as I just move to the sides and kill the enemies as soon as they spawn. Ooh, I didn't expect him to shoot that direction. Okay. That was a little silly. Didn't need to die there. That's fine. Instead, what I'm going to do, since I already got a good way into a run, is I'm going to do a greed mode run, which I rarely do. But greed mode is fun. I'm going to pick Lilith, because Lilith is the silliest character to do greed mode with. This should be a bit of a faster run to make up for the fact that, you know, already a good few minutes into recording. So the seed for this is J21E9GRD. So Lilith can't shoot. Instead, her familiar shoots for her, and D100's fun, but I'm not going to take it. Just letting you know that right away. It's nice, but I would rather have Box of Friends, plus it can get boring. Alright, this is good. Might give us something, and just gets us some Cambion Conception plays off the bat. I will also have no problems with blowing him up, and I have no problems with using a bomb to get a bomb and a key, which means I can go to that item room. I will check the curse room, and that was definitely worth a black heart, I'd say. Now, granted, the first floor of greed mode can be the trickiest part. Out of these two, I mean, Robo Baby isn't very good, but it will double, but it will mess up our Incubus firing line, but it'll be helpful in the first part of the game. Honestly, I could blow those two up now, but I think I would rather maybe get something out of them. Maybe get something out of the Demon Beggar in a bit. Very unlikely to play the regular Beggar, considering how important money is. Probably gonna blow both of them up, but hey, you never know. Maybe I'll get some red hearts. So Lilith, Box of Friends, gives you one more of every familiar type you already have. Obviously, for a character who relies entirely on familiars, in a mode where all the combat takes place in one room, pretty broken. So this is just going to be a fast, easy, fun one to make up for the fact that I did start a lost run. I did end a streak of 5, which is not a big deal, but enough to recognize as, you know, winning more than once in a row. I will pop this. And as you can see, I'm pretty glad I took this laser firing squad. It's really adding up early on. So let's definitely fight the bosses, because if we leave the room and come back, we will no longer have all these friends, and we would have to actually make an effort to kill these things. So, we're going to fight everything in one go. It's going to leave us with 1 battery charge out of 4, which is... sorry, 3 out of 4 after we kill the Devil Wave, which we will do because I would like to give away this red heart for, best case scenario, a Guppy item. Because already having 1 Guppy item, 1 more would be great. It's really nice to just be able to obliterate Mega Fatty like this on the first floor. And as a matter of fact, it's so nice, I'll do it twice. This time he brought different friends, and he also used an attack I like less, but managed to squeeze through the bullets there. Alright, let's try and get all these friends lined up. I'm gonna say best item I could hope to find in the shop, barring Godhead, is... I'm gonna say BFF. Okay. Book of Sin didn't do what I was hoping for last time. Spectral Cheers, not really a lot of rocks to play with in this game mode. Was there anything I wanted here? Nope, except their deaths. With no red hearts. Not really going to be able to play that Demon Beggar, but I don't regret giving away a little bit of red heart to him before, because after all, we didn't keep that red heart anyway, and it gave us a little more Cambion Conception play. And Cambion Conception, every time you get hit, it gets closer to giving you a familiar. The Mind, normally a great item. Here, really not. It's just going to show us where our secret room is, which is not that useful information. Little Steven. Later in the game, we'll be like, man, I wish we didn't have all these little Stevens clogging up our familiar train, but for now, I think it's good. Breakfast is HP, and because I want to take a deal with the devil, and I'm guaranteed to get it, I am going to take it. I wish I'd seen Blue Cap first, but I'll take it. And then after Blue Cap, I'll happily take Toothpicks next. With this much HP, I will do this. I kind of wish there was a bomb to blow up those shopkeepers. Not that it'll give us a deal with the devil chance. Oops, I should have popped that before I hit the button, but it's unlikely to make a big difference in the scheme of things. Aww. I should have paid a little closer attention to the ricochets there. But it's Lilith Greed mode. Unlikely to be much to complain about unless just a lot of really bad dice rolls keep from getting anything. And I haven't really mentioned yet, Greed mode is just pretty broken in general, so the concept, as you can probably tell, is you just fight all the waves at once. I can take damage to stop it early by hitting this button, but I'm pretty sure you get more money, you get more reward for sticking it out all at once. There's an optional wave you can do with a harder boss to get a deal with the devil. But pretty much all of this is moot when you play as Lilith, because you're just going to have so many times your own damage. I'm not going to take this pill in case it's telepills and it ruins everything I've been working on here. It's interesting, I could really pretty much shoot any direction and it would hit them. In this, when they're in a circle in the middle. Alright, so actually red hearts aren't that important to protect the deal with the devil, but it does suck that if I get a 2-heart deal with the devil I won't be able to take it. I didn't see us. I'm going to take that because it could have been telepills, but it could have been balls of steel, and I would have loved balls of steel. I figured that was a gamble. Worth taking. I thought about going to the shop to check for a spirit heart, but I don't think there was one, and I really don't want to have to fight the deal with the devil wave with no stuff. There is nothing here. I will play this guy and buy a red heart in the shop, because sucks that I didn't get 2 plays on any of those. Sucks that I didn't get anything out of it. Still nice that I managed to get some Cambion Conception plays out of it. Alright, I could re-roll these, and I will. And I'm very glad I did, because this is officially a victory. Cube of Meat could be a lot of fun, but I have no resources to take it. So, BFF doubles the damage of all familiars. You may recognize that we're playing a character whose damage comes entirely from familiars. So just double damage always is pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. The thing is, Greed mode is just, in general, almost always spectacularly broken because you have the freedom to choose what items you want to get. I can't believe that didn't pay out with anything. With the freedom to choose what items you want to get, you can almost always find some game-breaking synergies. In addition, there's a lot of easy ways to get infinite money. Luckily, Steam Sale isn't in the item pool here anymore, nor IV Bag, but there's still a few ways. If you can find Swallowed Penny, if you can find Blank Card. If you can find Blank Card, you will eventually get 2 of Diamonds. Any number of ways to break the game in Greed mode, and those can be useful considering you're going to fight the super hard Ultra Greed fight, which is hard regardless of your damage because it has armor scaling, like Hush. Or, if not hard, at the very least takes a while, even if you're used to dodging. Shouldn't forget to buy a key here. Sad, just didn't have the money to do it before these fights. With 3 red hearts, we'll be able to take any deal with the devil. And happily would. Getting to the point where I'd almost rather save the box of fringe charge than use it, but also getting to the point where our damage is just ridiculous, and it doesn't matter that much what we do. So, basically, just gonna have familiars in a circle in the center of the room. You know what would be a really great item for a run where we're not going to be aiming the majority of our shots? Krampus is fine. Tiny Planet, or Loki's Horns, or My Reflection, or basically anything that just ensures more deadly chaos on the screen. Normally those items aren't great because they make it because you can't aim most of those shots. Headed Krampus or Box of Friends. Tough decision. Moving on. Normally those items aren't the greatest, but on this particular run, could be pretty good. Okay, definitely going to spend a bomb for a bomb and a key, same as before. I guess this is the exact same shop layout we had before, and I will use that bomb on these guys. Trying to decide whether to play the Demon Judgment. Should be getting a Familiar from Cambion Conception pretty soon. Not going to take this in case it's Bad Trip, which would be tremendously bad luck and would kill us. Scissors gives us 1 extra Familiar that really sucks. Not going to take it. I think these are our first cards. Hierophant is great. That and the Strength card means I'm definitely going to play a bunch on this Demon Beggar. On the Depths, and I'll buy a red heart to finance it. A syringe is pretty good get here. Gave us Leech. Probably my least favorite of the options available, but still a good item. Hey, 2 of Spades. Definitely worth taking. Death card, not so much. I know Torn Photo is here. That said, I'm pretty sure between Toothpicks and Blue Cap, our tier stat is probably pretty close to the cap anyway. In which, and I might be judging that wrong, but I think 2 normal tiers upgrades will take you from 10 tier delay to 5, which is as fast as you can get without a tier delay reduction. Okay, Mom's Bottle of Pills. Not good, but it was worth a shot. Gonna take 2 of Spades, use it, probably just use it to get 2 keys on the next floor. So that was a bit of a bust, but spent a lot of money on Mom's Bottle of Pills, but it could have been growth hormones, and it's fun to mess with that stuff. Latch key, golden key. Alright, so I'm not gonna use 2 of Spades on this floor. Sticky Bombs isn't that good, but these 5 bombs are useful. Sticky Bombs turned into 5 cents, so already an okay payoff there. Gonna check in here. Mom's Toenail, meh. I will spend a bomb to open a golden chest that I can get for free. I'll totally take Fate. I don't think I'm gonna be really... Not having any syringes so far, I don't think I'm gonna get the Sponge Transformation. As a consequence, Speedball isn't great. My Reflection. Hey, I just mentioned this item not long ago as a way to get more chaos on the screen. Mom's Key gives us more chests, but chests are pretty rare in a greed mode run because you really don't get many drops at the end of the room. So let's just get more chaos on the screen. You know what, I didn't think... My Reflection does reduce range. That said, once we have Familiars all over the room... Okay, I don't need to take that damage. Once we have Familiars all over the room, just having more tiers on the screen at a time will be great up until we hit... I think something like 128 is the most tiers you can have on screen at a time, but that's really starting to get into the territory of like Soy Milk, Quad Shot, Tiny Planet, where that starts to make a difference, or Soy Milk, Cricket's Body, 2020. Yeah, wow, range is really not good, but I can still shoot things that are far away with this huge train of familiars. And hey, it's greed mode. It's about doing fun. It's greed mode with Lilith. It's about just trying to find fun synergies. Alright, let me pause the run for just a moment. Getting a phone call. Alright, I'm back. Just had a bit of an errand run there. Would like to take a moment, again, to apologize, not just for losing as the lost, but for losing with an Alga's rune in my pocket, which is a special kind of loss, especially with Cube of Meat that could have made that Alga's rune very useful. A special kind of loss that I'm particularly prone to. As an act of penance, I'm going to try not to lose this Eternal Heart, but that penance didn't work very well. There's so much red moving on the screen. Any enemy billet that comes into this zone is going to be hard to distinguish. And also, we're fine. We are totally fine. My reflection was actually pretty bad, but if we just encircles an enemy in this massive train of tears... Oh! Cambion Conception paid out with Little Brim. That's going to be tremendously useful. Between Robo Baby and Lil Brim. On the next floor, when we start duplicating Lil Brim, the screen will just be full of beautiful lasers. One of these had better be at least useful. I would rather have Perthro than Two of Spades. Although, come to think of it, with the reroll machines, Perthro is the most valuable. Mom's Purse could be really good, but isn't now. Champion Belt, totally worth it. 1-up, not needed. Pay to play. With 4 keys, I'm gonna say, no longer useful. Mom's Box, Lump of Coal is great. Mom's Box, I generally love, but can't take it. Can't take. I would love to have Cancer or Curved Horn, but I can't give up Box of Friends on Lilith without a compelling reason. Like, especially after re-rolling through Mom's Purse. Okay, neither of these are useful. Let's just see what we have in the future. We have a battery charge to start out. That's good. Okay. Red chest. I am sort of remembering why I don't always play greed mode. The runs start to feel all the same, but it's still fun to just blow through every now and then. If I had a bomb, I would kill that. Purple Fire. Not the biggest fan of homing tears randomly. Not the biggest fan of invisible enemies spawning off screen. But Lil Brim. Lil Brim makes up for everything. Don't even really need our regular tears anymore. Those are kind of a bonus for our Lil Brim shots. Would like to not die. Pop the lovers so that I can hopefully go and pick those up. Okay. Save once more. Obliterate Mask of Infamy. Obliterate whatever comes up here. Got enough HP to take 1 deal with the devil. Maybe not 2, but only if there's 2 heart deal in there. And if there's any 2 heart deal with the devil, it's probably because it's good enough to take on its own. Perthro. This is Perthro's time to shine. We've already fought Krampus, so we have a beautiful opportunity to get 2 black hearts. Not great. Magic Scab. Good, but meh. Yeah, all of this. Meh. I'd rather shoot for the moon. Go for something better. Looks... No bombs for that. Looks like this is just going to be a pretty standard thing. BFF is awesome, but so far this run is just proceeding by way of more and better stat upgrades, which is nice, but I'll go for half price in Spirit Metal Treatment. Let's see what it does to our stats. Hey, it takes HP, that means it probably gave somewhere else. That's my thinking. I won't take Sad Onion because with this with this range, the shot speed would probably be bad. Range and tiers up. I don't think our tiers can go any more up. I'm going to proceed on that assumption and re-roll through Mr. Dolly, even though I recognize the range could be helpful. You know what? I could be wrong about the tiers, but more important, yeah, I think I was wrong about the tiers, and the range was good. 1 bomb for 2 bombs. Let's just blow this up and see what it gets us. Range and luck up. I like range, but I don't like range that much. Check the secret room. And looking like probably a quick greed mode victory in the 20-minute range, which is about what you expect from greed mode run, especially with Lilith. Sad that nothing ridiculous has happened, but honestly, Lilith is pretty ridiculous, and maybe I should think a little more about what this might look like to someone who doesn't play Lilith greed mode as much, which is to say, crazy. It's just I'm used to having this much stuff on screen in greed mode, because greed mode's pretty broken. I'm just always looking for that little extra way to ruin the game, but didn't find blank card, didn't find the D20. Fanny pack has the potential, maybe, to get a little broken, but not really. It can be exploited, but not really broken. And in retrospect, I wish I'd spent that bomb on those guys there. I'm gonna save this Box of Friends charge for the Super Greed fight. Oh, that's what was going on. Bunch of... Oh, a Frail and 2 pins. Well, that's done now. And honestly, I'm gonna hope I can get a good item on the deal with the Devil, because that's really kind of been striking out so far. Double Stain is really annoying, and really dead. Okay. The Fame. Fame is good, but I don't know how much it does for me, and I think this is a good time to use Bertha.
Hair throw.
Demon Baby. Meh. HP is probably more valuable than it is, but last shop, last time to get things, don't really care about range and luck up. Car Battery would have been great, didn't show up. Chaos, I love you, but your time is past. I'm not going to spend 15 cents on you just to get a random pool for our next item. Okay. I guess I'll take the speed and range upgrade, and another damage and range up. Not actually doing that great on HP. Gonna be a bit of a tricky Ultra Greed fight, but after losing as the Lost with Alges, I promise not to die here. Because that would be wrong. Morally speaking. Pretty easy wave. I'll admit, it's nice not having to worry about filling up the Greed Mode donation machine anymore. Those were rough times. Man, I have not done this fight in, I don't know, seems like months probably. I just don't do Greed Mode that often. It's fun, but I just get in the habit of doing Eden. A little extra money is useful. Never at this point. Dodges the monstrous lung shot. So yeah, this is just going to be a bit of a slog. I like that he has varied attack patterns. I do want to kill these keys. I wish that these actual tiers could actually be useful, because I think I'm probably doing most of my reflection, most of my damage with Robo Baby and Lil Brim. Not that double Lil Brim is a bad level of damage, and frankly, Ultra Greed is just going to take a while regardless. If it takes, you know, 2 minutes 30 seconds instead of 2 minutes 15, if I was hitting with more of these shots. Okay, he did manage to spawn some keys this time. The one thing is, alright, that's our first damage of this fight, which I would say puts us in a pretty good place to win. These My Reflection shots are great at clearing out his coins, which can often be the trickiest part. They're not doing a lot of damage to him, but they're keeping any coins from getting near us, which is enough for me. When we can circle around him, the short range My Reflection shots will do a lot of damage, and then we can take a minute to appreciate, hey, This is double BFF Incubus with some good damage upgrades. That was a little risky, but didn't get hit. Demon Baby, I do not expect to be useful. But I didn't take Demon Baby to be useful. I took Demon Baby because it was there. Because I wanted to take something from a deal with the devil. Man, he actually spawned a lot of guys, but with these My Reflection tiers, they're really not going to be able to do much to us, and I would say that is just about it on this Ultra Green fight. Only took half damage there, which is nice. I always forget that, you know, I'm used to always finishing the game on the chest or dark room where you're always taking double damage. So, that's my second time filling it up, by the way, which I don't really care much about. Anyway. Sucks to lose a lost run, but it was my own fault. Didn't pop out just when I got hit. Got cocky with Cube of Meat against Gertie, and got a chance to play some Greed mode, so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching, folks. Catch you later.